A lot of good gifts at you. And we've got another good one to throw at you. It is from Apple, and it is the iPad, of course. It is the reason why we love tablets now is because of the Apple iPad. What you're looking at here is the 128 gigabyte tablet. It's the 9.7 inch screen. What you're gonna choose is your color of the iPad itself, and we've got it for you in silver, gray, or gold. We're calling this gold, but it really is rose gold. You choose your color of your iPad, and then you choose the color of the Bluetooth keyboard case that comes included. These cases used to cost about $100 just on their own. So you can choose whether you want it in black, we have blue, we've got it for you in sage, this is rose, and then we also have this blue marble color. You're going to also get the earbuds, you get the USB cable, you're gonna get the stylus, you get the stand, and you get some extras in terms of apps and software that come included, all for a feature price of $499.99. You've got it on free shipping. If you want 6 Flex, do it. And Bill, again, iPad is the first name in tablets.
It is. I mean, they're the ones who literally started it all, but they've also the ones who set the bar really high. Another thing everyone's getting is a full year to Apple TV Plus, which is exciting. So have you heard of Netflix and Hulu? Yeah. Apple just launched November 1st their own media streaming company, and instead of having to pay a monthly fee, they've included that for an entire year for all those users out there. And that's really what gets exciting, because you're gonna use this tablet. There's nothing worse when you get a piece of electronics and it's confusing, it's slow, it doesn't do what we want it to do, or it stops working for us. The reliability of an Apple product is really what has set them above and beyond everything else. So you have a great rear-facing camera, high definition. You have a front-facing camera with high definition as well, which is great. And the screen is a Retina screen display. You're also walking away with finger touch ID. And this is that most popular size, that 9.7 inch size. So it's the latest hardware in that size. So because it's the latest, you have Apple Pencil compatibility, you have those great specs that we're talking about. But really what sets Apple apart is the longevity that you're gonna have it. Because a lot of people are like, do I need 128 gigabytes? Do you know, I've had this tablet for 8 years. Yeah. And the thing is, it's still working. It's a second generation, it's 8 years old, but you know what, over the 8 years, it's gotten a few scratches and it's seen better days, and I've kind of outgrown the memory on this one. And you can see it's got a bigger bezel, it's not as sharp of a screen. So I wanna upgrade. And you know what, this one, maybe I'm gonna hand it off to the kids or the grandkids, because you know what, no one's gonna say no to an Apple tablet.
Right, it still works.
Exactly, and that's the hardest part, because it does still work, but when I realize how much I use this, I want finger touch ID. I want to be able to binge watch a lot faster and easier, because you know, maybe the kids are just gonna use it for gaming. I know a lot of people, they'll use an iPad just for the baby monitor, just for the home security system. And that's just it. You will use it in a variety of different ways. And what really has made these last for years is their Apple ecosystem, which is the Apple App Store. So you go to the Apple App Store and you see there's 2 million apps. I mean, everything for the expert user to the novice, which again, they all have to be user-friendly for all learning skill and level. But more importantly, they need to be more secure, so less susceptible to viruses and malware and all that stuff that kind of can slow down something on the second year, third year, if it even lasts that long. That's why you do get a lot of longevity and use out of this tablet.
For sure, and remember, this is Apple. This is the way that it comes to you in this beautiful box, and everything about it just screams quality and innovation, which is what Apple is all about, and they have been. That's in the DNA of their company, of their mission, and they continue to make products that we just want. There are a lot of other tablets in different price ranges, and maybe a lesser expensive tablet you would get for the kids, but the one that's gonna be for you, the one that you are going to use and you are gonna travel with and you are gonna use for work and for play and everything in between, that's the one that needs to be the best of the best, and that's where Apple comes in there. And you get all of the extras that just make it even more of a gift. So we've got the 128 gigabyte. That's the one that holds your, your pictures and your movies and the things that you want to download. We did have it in 32 gigs, but those are all gone.
Yeah.
So we've got the big one still available.
And that's where we do get a lot of smart shoppers here because it is affordable to get at home. And one of the biggest difference too, I love that you highlighted the box because, you know, packaging is important. This is a certified Apple product. So if you think it's refurbished, this is definitely not. If you have a question, guess what? You can walk into the Apple store with your box, with the iPad. They don't care that you're 1 or 2 flex payments in. They want you to be a happy user. And that's really where you are a happy user. Oh, and by the way, if you buy this at Apple, 14-day return policy. We give you extra time with that.
That's right. You have until January 31st of 2020 if for any reason you wanted to return it. Oh, there we are. That was like a moment ago.
And that's just it. Easy to capture those family memories. Actually, easy to keep yourself organized, which we can show you that. But more importantly, I want to show you, you look at the clarity of the screen because this, we're all going to use this a little differently. So whether it's the kids or whether it's you binge watching to your heart's content, I want you to see the processor of what you can do with this tablet. So I'm watching something on YouTube. I'm watching my favorite hosts over here with their holiday host picks from years past. But guess what? I need to get some emails done. I got to get the work stuff off my plate so I can enjoy binge watching. I'm actually able to multitask at the exact same time. The processor that Apple has in there has allowed me to be watching something on YouTube and checking my emails, doing 2 things at once, which again, normally I'd have to close this out, go back to it, stop, start, and even just something as simple as this, I want to divide my screen half and half or 70-30. There's no code. There's nothing confusing about how I'm going to use it. It's literally that intuitive, and when it's that intuitive, you're set up for success. Another thing, in terms of shopping with us, someone sent me an Excel document. A lot of people think PC, Apple, they don't play well, right? Well, that's not true anymore. They do. Not to mention, we're giving you in this lifestyle collection a way to meal plan, browse with security, a way to actually FaceTime with the grandkids, learn a language, and this one's the most important, Office Suite for an entire year. So someone sends me an Excel document. Did you notice how it popped up? Remember that clarity of the screen? Look at the clarity of the text even. So the text is gonna be even sharper and easier for you. Because this is the latest hardware in terms of that 9.7-inch size, it is Apple Pencil compatible, but we're actually gonna give you a stylus, which this case even has a place for your stylus to sit. So I can actually mark up this document, get it back to the office, do that little screen grab. Here's my red pen, I'm gonna take a green pen and mark up my line graph. I need a highlighter. Have you ever gone for a highlighter and you use it twice a year and it's always dried out? This has your digital one right over here. I need a red pen to mark up this document and start, correct the kids' book reports, boom, just like that, and it's done. I could send it back to the office, I could send it back to the accountant. That's how user-friendly this is. And if we're going too fast for you, guess what? Don't be scared. You can take this to the Apple Store, look for this little light bulb icon. It kind of takes you through some of the tips and tricks on how you might want to use it. Ooh, they added a new one down here. I love it. See, try new things. Explore how to interact with it. Because you don't want to be scared by technology. That's why they made it a one-button experience. I mean, have you ever, we sell those pucks, that we can talk to them, set them up all over the house. You can talk to your tablet even. So you could just be like, hey, Siri, what's the weather tomorrow? She'll tell you.
Expect cloudy skies in St. Petersburg tomorrow. The high will be 75 degrees.
Perfect.
And the low will be 6.
Hey, Siri, FaceTime Tamra. So without even having to touch anything or do anything, I can literally just talk to my tablet. And what I want to illustrate for you here is, notice how simple this is. Because have you ever tried to FaceTime with family and friends and it's getting dropped calls, it's very pixelated, it's not quite working? I was able to call Tamra, and I want you to see the clarity of the call. There you go, perfect. Look how clear this is. Look how fast I was able to connect. I mean, maybe this is Christmas morning and I want to show me what's under the tree. Show me the engagement ring. Show me, the Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
But when it's that simple to do, you can easily do this. I'm going to take your picture. We can even take your picture. Say cheese.
Cheese.
Just like that. Oh, there we go. Cheese. And actually, you know what you can also do? You can group FaceTime.
Okay.
So say your family's spread out all over the country. You can group FaceTime 32 people at once. Wow. Sounds like a lot, but guess what? It's so simple. It's something you can do.
32 different Apple devices?
All over the country, all over the world. So it's like, say mom's, it's her birthday, but all the kids can FaceTime at the same time.
That is so great.
And the thing is, you just have to have the right tool, and this is what that is. This is the right tool.
There's so much about this that I didn't know. I mean, I knew the basics, and maybe you did too, but maybe, any one of those features that you were just showing could be the reason why you decide to pick this up. I love the stylus feature and the fact that you could easily get your work done right there. You can mark up documents, sign documents, do the whole 9 yards right there on your tablet. So it really kind of frees you up from having to have a lot of...
I love that photo of you.
a lot of different devices. The fact that you can FaceTime, like I FaceTime now with my mom every Sunday so that she can see my little girl. And my daughter looks forward to it now. Like that is our routine. Maybe for you, that's what this is gonna be with you and your family. So there's so much that goes into technology. It's part of our lives now. So why not have something that you can use now, it can grow with you, and we've got it for you at a very affordable price and an easy way to get it, and that's on FlexPay, which means you can spread the payment out. You've got it on free shipping. You still have time to get it home. If this is gonna be a gift, you can get it home, wrap it up, put it under the tree, or if it's gonna be for someone for Hanukkah, there's still time to do it for Hanukkah as well. And if for whatever reason, it wasn't right for them, maybe they got two, and you say, okay, well then I'll just have to send it back. You have until January 31st of next year. So there's really nothing stopping you. You've got all the confidence in the world of shopping with us here at HSN. There's no reason to not get it. Definitely, you just choose the color of the iPad that you want. And this one is silver, this is gray. This one is called gold, but it really is rose gold, just so you know when you get it home. And you're getting your keyboard case, black, blue, sage, rose, or that blue marble. You're gonna get the earbuds, you get the USB cable, you get the stylus, you even get the lifestyle collection of your app store. You get all of it, and the stand.
And a year of Apple TV Plus, which is exciting and great. And you do have that extra peace of mind. It's an investment. We want you to be comfortable with it. You want to be comfortable with that tablet experience, that you've got the right one. So I'm actually just showing you right now, if you want that black bezel, that's one you order with space gray. And you see it's a little darker in the chassis, but has that black bezel versus the white bezel. But get this home and love the experience. Don't be intimidated by it. Upgrade from the Apple you may already have. Upgrade from another tablet that you've tried before, but you wanted a little more power and more reliability, which is great. And something, you know, how many times you had a phone or a tablet and you're like, oh, it died on me, and all my photos are still in there and everything. This is definitely more of a reliable user experience. Another thing I wanted to share with you, because you are getting a lot in the configuration, so I came down here I gotta get some work done, you know? It's not just for shopping and binge watching, because I could be on Netflix and Amazon and Apple TV Plus, which is awesome, but I'm gonna come down here and do some word processing. I love the fact that it has a digital keyboard, which is awesome. I really appreciate the microphone. I don't have to do any typing at all. I really wish I had this in high school. I wouldn't have had to gone to typing class, and it would have corrected all my spelling, hallelujah, period. For real, I cannot spell, and that just made me smarter. I love it. And the thing is, right over here, you're also getting that keyboard case. I'm gonna turn on the keyboard and realize it's removable too, which is awesome. But look what happened. I'm not sharing the screen now with the keyboard because I have a tactile experience. So I have more workspace over here. And I gotta update photos. Again, look at this processing power. I don't shut down my word processing. I can bring over my entire photo library. And 128 gigabytes is a lot of memories. And that's what you want. You wanna be able to have all your memories all over here in one place. So that photo we took of Tamara tonight, I'll get rid of that one for Leslie. She'll thank me later. And boom, I hit this photo and drag and drop. You can see how simple this is for you to do that. How do I get my photo into my book report? It's literally that intuitive and that simple. And actually, oh, this is my favorite holiday photo of you, actually. And the thing is, which is funny, because have we ever been there? It's like, where's that favorite holiday photo I have of the kids, of the family? Look what this did. It actually organized all my hosts.
Oh, wow.
They filed this away. I don't have time for this. Apple did that for me. And the fun part about it is, so we have the photo that we took tonight, which is awesome. But then we go all the way back, like that Christmas was, let's see, 2016, February.
Gosh.
And this photo over here is from 2012.
Wow.
I mean, can you find photos from 2012 that fast?
Oh my
That's where, again, it's so efficient. This was an innovations event we had. It was a Bluetooth clicker for our phone and tablet.
Look at us, we look like kids.
Right? Pre-babies, everything.
I know.
And the thing is, that's fun. Oh, Mr. Mike Martin in there. But that is fun technology because it's not intimidating. It's very user-friendly. And just one quick story. My 6-year-old nephew was asked Santa for an iPad.
Wow.
And we're like, that's a big get. I'm like, have you been a good kid? Let's be real. And the thing is, Santa is actually considering it. And I'm like, for real, Santa? I'm like, I'm gonna ask for it on my list. But as I was talking with Santa, I know Santa very well. It's because my Santa was talking about how they'll grow with it. Like, you know, you can get the shoes and the toys and the cars, but they're gonna outgrow those at 6 years old.
Yeah.
But also Sandra was like, you know, it's a gift for the whole family and everyone's gonna be able to use it. And long story short, they're thinking about doing it for the 6-year-old, which is just awesome because they know they're gonna use it.
That's right.
Have you ever bought a pair of shoes or golf bag and you use it 3 or 4 times a year? Ski equipment, this you use all the time.
I agree. And the thing is, so many of us already have one, and the only reason we're thinking about getting another one is maybe because we have outgrown it, or maybe because we are gonna think about handing it off to a member of our family, and we're gonna get the new one. But it's still the first name in tablets. Tablets didn't exist, to my knowledge, before Apple came up with the iPad. And then that's all people wanted. It was the biggest gift of the year, and it has never not been at the top of the gift list and the wish list from the time it came out. And so we still have them. Apple is still innovating, because to be honest, they could have just stopped with the first one, because it's still great, but they continue to get better and better and faster and to change with the times. And so you now have something that you can use and continue to grow with, as we were saying. But take advantage of our feature price, where we took $100 off. And I don't know anybody who would kind of sneeze at $100. Take it. I would love to save $100 and still get the technology and all of the extras and all of the value that I'm getting in this one. And if I ever need help, or if I ever need to ask an expert, I could always go into the Apple store, take my iPad and say, can you help me with this?
Yeah, and remember, and you have more time to enjoy it, because maybe you said, maybe you got 2 under the tree, someone else got you one. You can send it back, but you're gonna love that experience and that peace of mind of knowing, you know, because maybe you do want to try it out with your work documents and other photos that you have. And if it doesn't sync up, you can send it back.